Hello, everybody, and like always, no cuts, no edits. This is the way the game is going. I'm playing it as I'm recording. I open up with the King's Pawn opening. I like this opening, which I can then turn into the Scotch Gambit or Danish Gambit, depends, what exactly the way my opponent decides to play it. I really like this because I'm essentially getting a lot of development before my opponent can even do anything. So over here, I like to castle, even though I think maybe this is the right move. I actually want to do that, but I'm going to do it. My issue is the queen offering. I'm going to come up here. I don't know why I did that. I should have waited probably. Now he can push. But okay, I'm going to take. And right now, I'm so far ahead of him in development. Yes, he's ahead by 2 pawns, but I already have four of my pieces out. He only has two. His queen is open. I'm going to come over with my rook in a second and probably attack him. And I think in general we have a lot of play over here. He's giving me a little bit more, and I think I'm going to be able to get his rook for free because he's going to have to move his king over. Here's the question, do I move over here right now? Yeah, why not now? And he's going to take, and I got his rook. So now I'm ahead by 1 point of material. He can move over his queen and offer queen trade, which could be interesting. I can't move there. I'm gonna move up here. The question is, should I be moving my queen? I'm just gonna come over here, attack. And do I want to trade? That's the question. I'm gonna opt out of trading just because I feel like with my queen I have so much more advancement and options for progress. So at this point, it's more of like I would call it the middle game, even though it's not really there yet. Um, we essentially have a point of trying to get as much as we can. What is his ideas? He's gonna come down here. Not gonna let him. He wanted to move his queen, so I'm essentially adding another defender. Now the question is, we can come and take. He's gonna have to open up with his pawn, which of its own is like a story. I think we're gonna trade. I think we have a lot to play for. Yeah, I like this move. Gives me also protection for this piece, for this pawn. And now I think I'm gonna come over here. Oh, oh, that's fine. I was worried for a second about this move, but I noticed that I have this protection. And I'm gonna slide over. Planning to take his thing. I'm expecting him to move his queen. And that wasn't the direction I thought he was gonna go. What am I doing now? Take his. I think I'm gonna come over here, attack here and here. And any movement to this pawn. Now, if I come here and I essentially sacrifice my bishop, I'm gonna get his rook with a check, and then I could come back to get this piece. Or I could just move back. No, no rush. I'll take this. He could take this, but I'm not too worried about that. because I just come back here. And he has to move away. I don't like the fact that I still have issues with my structure over here. So he's coming back if I check. I want to just try to play some kind of move. My main thought over here is just to open up one of these pieces. Okay, I think that was a blunder. He thought he can just take my piece with a fork, and I think we might be seeing a resignation in a moment. I'm not missing anything, right? Well, first of all, I could check and then I take his queen. I like that. That's much a better move. I was worried about this attack, but sometimes the best defense is a counter attack. And in this case, there's two options. Are either coming down here, which then I could just take. I'll be happy with that. Attack his queen, expecting his queen to move away. I could take. He takes. I give him a checkmate. If he doesn't, I come down. What other options? Yeah, a brilliant move, I feel like. Because if he decides to give me a check, I just slide back and it's protected with the queen. I think overall this was a good example of a game well played. I did essentially not do the best with time management, but due to the circumstances, I feel like this is something we can go about. I am a little bit worried about what this player is actually doing right now, because a lot of times players decide to do these things where they know they're losing, so they just waste time and waste my time. I hope that's not the case. I think it's disgusting. I think if you decide that you're going to continue playing, continue playing. If you decide that you're gonna lose and you don't want to continue playing, just resign. Don't waste people's time. Yeah, like I thought. Anyways, that was a good game. I think we played very well, and I'm expecting a brilliant move for my last move. Unless it was just great, yeah. Yeah, the computer's just giving me a great one. Anyways, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Like always, feel free to comment if you have any thoughts on things I could talk about or anything like that. And feel free to watch the other videos. Like I said, I'm on my way to become a Grandmaster, and I hope you're pretty part of my journey.